Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, I am going to be explaining to you where I think Bitcoin may be heading over the next couple of weeks. Unfortunately, it's not a popular position, but it is the position that through careful analysis and technical and fundamental analysis of this market, I think we're going to be doing. So guys, you may have heard that I've called for a mid-$20,000 Bitcoin, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly why I am doing that. I encourage you to hear me out because you just might agree with me even if you don't want Bitcoin to go down here. And even before we get into it, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and remember, whenever Bitcoin crashes, it gives us the opportunity to buy in on the cheap. So let's go ahead and jump on the chart. Guys, Bitcoin over the last 6 months has been very volatile. We saw Bitcoin rally from $10,000 to $65,000, and in the last 3 months, we have seen Bitcoin pull back by half to the mid-30s. Currently, at the time of recording this video, we are sitting at $31,800, and I'm predicting that we're going to go lower. Here's why. Currently, Bitcoin has fallen well below its 200 daily simple moving average. You can see that it has done that just a few months ago. On May the 18th, we pulled below $40,000, and for the first time in over a year, we broke below the all-important bull market support. This level is almost always held firm during bull markets. You very rarely see Bitcoin fall below it during a bull market. Now, I don't think we're out of the bull market. I don't think we're in a bear market. I think we're in a prolonged correction because we rallied far too quickly and had no corrective movements over here. That being said, it is a bearish indicator and does call for more bearish price action. Furthermore, we saw Bitcoin pull back very, very quickly, and we traded sideways, giving the bulls a chance to recover the market and push us to the upside. Unfortunately for everyone who was bullish on Bitcoin, expecting it to rally, that much has not occurred. What we have instead seen is we have seen lower highs. We can see one right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here. We've seen 5 lower highs in a row, and if you count these 2 highs up here, we're actually at 7. Right now, Bitcoin has a lot of lower highs forming, but we also see that there are many lower lows forming. We see several lows that are at the same level or lower than their previous, just above $30,000. Now, this is very reminiscent of something that I've seen on Bitcoin before. When I was getting into the space back in 2017, Bitcoin rallied to $20,000, and very soon thereafter, we went into the 2018 bear market. During this bear market, we had a ton of support touches down here around $6,000, and eventually we got to the point where we were just trading right at $6,000. In this period between September 1st of 2018 and November 15th of 2018, we traded sideways between $6,000 and $7,000 and change, and eventually we broke bearish. Now, the reason we broke bearish is the number of times you test a level of support is critical. If you test a level of support or resistance more than 3 times, you're generally going to expect it to be more likely to break with every successive test. Notice here, we tested 6,000 once, twice, 3,000, 3 times, 4 times, and then 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, and on the 9th try, we finally broke below it in a major correction. Bitcoin crashed 50% in 38 days. Now, I'm not calling for a 50% correction here on Bitcoin. I don't think we'll ever go below $20,000 again. But what I am seeing is very similar. We're seeing lower highs the same way we saw in 2018. We're seeing similar lows right around the exact same level, and we're flatlining on top of that level. What we've seen in the last 2 weeks, between roughly the end of June and now that I'm recording this on the 15th of July, is sideways trading with no bullishness sitting right above support. That's exactly what we saw at the end of 2018 that preceded a major corrective movement. So my prediction is this. I think we're going to head down. I think we're going to head down pretty substantially, actually. I think we're going to move into the mid-20s, and I'll show you why. Right now, you can draw a descending wedge here on Bitcoin. We have descending lower highs on Bitcoin and lower lows on Bitcoin. This falling wedge is bullish. It actually presents a buying opportunity down here at the bottom because remember from CT2A, falling wedges, generally speaking, will result in rallies. 70% of the time, you will break in the opposite direction that the wedge is pointing. It's pointing to the downside, so we have a 70% chance of breaking bullish. But you also normally don't break out until you're 70% of the way through the pattern, which means it will probably be doing something like this. Unfortunately, for anyone who is bullish on Bitcoin and expecting Bitcoin to go into a big rally today, that would push us down into the mid-20s, going potentially as low as 26,000. In fact, that might not even be the worst of it because there is also reason to believe that we could be looking for support around $24,000. There is a level of support right over here based on that, and then there is also Fibonacci that is calling for 24,000. If we draw our level right here, you can see that there is a Fibonacci zone of support. If we go all the way to the bottom here, right around $25,000 to $27,000. That's the golden pocket. Sits right above that $24,000 region. We could pull back as far as that. I don't think we'll go farther, though. I want to be clear on that. I think we can go that far. I don't think we're going to go any deeper. So that is why you hear me say all the time on the stream and on Around the Blockchain and all over YouTube that I think we're going to the mid-20s. It's because we don't have as much hype as we did. The fundamentals are incredibly strong for Bitcoin, but the fundamentals dictate long-term price appreciation, not necessarily short-term price action. El Salvador moving in the direction of adopting Bitcoin and all these other major institutions doing the same is a fantastic and phenomenal growth opportunity for Bitcoin, but it's probably not going to have an impact on the price for the next 2 weeks. What will have an impact on the price for the next 2 weeks is the lack of hash rate on Bitcoin. It's down 50% since China shut it down. The lack of interest on Bitcoin, the lack of viewership here on YouTube, the lack of general retail enthusiasm is deadly for the price. So, what do? We expect that Bitcoin is going to pull back to the mid-20s, and we don't get freaked out. We don't get fearful. We don't hate on the people that are the bearers of bad news, like myself. We instead look for great buying opportunities, of which this is one. We should be looking at this as a time not to fret, not to get scared, not to FUD, but as a time to FOMO in, maybe just once, and buy some for the future. Because I think we can all agree that Bitcoin is a strong currency and is going to be here for a very long time, has a very valuable proposition that it can use to better the world. So let's not be the people that nearly all of the way through a bull market say, oh, well, I'll just wait for the next correction and I'll buy the dip. Because most of the people that say that were here during a dip and they left because they got bored. Don't be that guy. You've got an opportunity. Seize the day. Carpe diem. You'll be glad you did. Hold on to it for a long time. And don't make it more complicated than it is. With that said, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure to tune in 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 5 days a week for Coffee and Crypto Live. That's our morning show. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at CryptoJeb. And also check out LuxAlgo. It is the best technical indicator pack in the entire cryptocurrency space, even in the stock market. It's been viewed and looked at by TradingView's own engineers. It's a fantastic product, and you're going to get value out of it. It called this entire correction. In fact, I can show you really quickly before we wrap out here. Take a look at this strong sell signal. Look at it. Pay attention. It's a great indicator, and you should definitely check it out. Links in the description. Also, make sure to follow us on TikTok at CryptoJebOfficial. But that's all I got for you today. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling. Got a real good feeling.